Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. Today's video, we're going to talk about something isn't right. Now, I know that a lot of you have this feeling. We've been having this for a while, but the fact that we have so many issues happening at the same time, and some people still thinking this is all a coincidence. People seem to think like that the food production fires or the food factory fires or processing plants, that these are all accidents. And yes, there's a small window of this possibly all being accidents, small windows. And the various reasons could be because there's no workers to maintain the machines, there's no workers to keep eyes on when these fires break out, so they're walking away from the machines thinking that they can do it themselves. Machines are malfunctioning and sparking fires. There is that. You can use that to a small percentage of factories or processing plants that this is happening to, but not all of them. So guys, we have a supply chain issue where things are not being shipped, things are not being produced. We have a fertilizer issue now. We had a fertilizer plant in India blow up. We had the Pacific Union Rail, or Union Pacific Rail, halt fertilizer. We have farmers running into issues with not being able to produce enough food because they had to downsize because of the pandemic. But now that they're trying to get back to pre-pandemic stage, they can't because they don't have fertilizer. We have weather anomalies flooding out farms around the world. We have weather anomalies drying up the farmers' soil, if you will. We have worker issues, guys. We have production issues. We have food issues. We have food prices increasing like you wouldn't believe. We have fuel issues and fuel prices increasing again like you wouldn't believe. We have all of these issues at the same time, and some people seem to think this is a coincidence. We have smallpox, we have nosebleed fever, also known as Crimean Congo hemorrhagic fever, and we also have Mossberg popping back up on the radar. We have the Ukraine-Russia fight, World War III, the possibility of a nuclear war or the end of civilization and humanity. We have economic issues, we have inflation, we have the possibility of the Great Depression right around the corner, and then we have shrinkflation, which shrinkflation is like not really a problem. I mean, I guess it is, right? I mean, they raise the prices on their food and they putting less in the packages. I mean, guys, all of this at once, and people still seem to think that this is just a coincidence. Again, I will allow some wiggle room for some of these areas to have, I guess, natural issues, if you will. Issues, again, with no workers, no one maintaining the machines. I'll give you that. Fertilizer being halted, that's a sign. Our food constantly being attacked, that's a sign. The fact that people are getting fired and not returning to work at the same time, but all the other issues that apply to us, no one else is thinking any of this. No one else, like in let's just say, let's forget mainstream media, but politicians, not enough politicians are going, whoa, this isn't right. Now, I know that a lot of them politicians, the majority of them, are probably part of that system, but there are others that are not, and they're not raising this question. So again, guys, why is it that so many people are refusing to see what is going on? Why do so many people believe that this is all a coincidence? I mean, granted, guys, one or two things that happen at the same time, it's a coincidence. 3, 4, and 5, not a coincidence. What is that? Food processing plants, guys, all of a sudden just bursting in flames. Chickens playing with matches. Machines grinding to a point where they set fire to themselves, which, yes, it can happen if a machine grinds out enough, where it grinds the gears out, but 25 processing plants I think we're up to now, maybe 30. And then we had that suspicious explosion in the India fertilizer plant. Again, guys, every angle of our food's being attacked. Plus, we got this nosebleed fever that's being caused by a tick that's infecting animals whose animal blood is getting on humans and giving them this sickness. All of this happening at the same time. Now, this video is not for those of you who know what's going on. This video is for you guys who are still sitting there thinking that this is a coincidence, that this is just how it is. There is no, mathematically, this is impossible. I am pretty sure there's a mathematician out there right now doing the same thing on a giant ass blackboard going, nope, this is a mathematical possibility for all of these things to be happening all at once. Guys, and then we have, not to mention, which I'm going to talk about in another video, Bill Gates talking about the next pandemic is going to be bioterrorism. And in Harvard Tech, I guess, professor said the same thing a year ago, but he used a different reason for a bioterrorist attack with a pandemic. And his reasoning sounds a lot more plausible than Bill Gates, who just said, well, in the next 20 years or so, we're going to have a naturally occurring. What? Again, the fact that he's warning us about some shit, the same thing he did with COVID, probably 5 years prior to it being released, or it being found in a bat, he warned about this, and then it happened. He's warning about a bioterrorist attack. I'm pretty sure, guys, it's going to happen. With that being said, these things happening, guys, the world, society crumbling before our very eyes, cannot be a coincidence. All right, guys, other than that, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.